I'm Roger Brim, Director of Sponsorship Insights at Hookit, a business unit of Core Software. Welcome to Hookit's NIL and College Athlete Partnership Best Practices video. We'll cover the top athletes and sports across the college landscape for the 2021-22 school year on social media, which brands are already active with NIL partnerships, and some key insights to keep in mind when signing college athletes as brand ambassadors. Before we dive into the data, here's a quick review of who we are at Hookit and what we do. Hookit, a business unit of Core Software, is the leading AI-powered sponsorship technology platform empowering brands and sports properties to evaluate and optimize their partnerships. As a pioneer in the SponTech space and strategic partner of the world's largest brands, Hookit empowers marketers to impact the bottom line by measuring sponsorship spend and partnerships against a standardized set of KPIs. In February 2022, Core Software acquired Hookit. With athletes, influencers, sports and entertainment organizations, and brands now engaging over 50 billion followers across social media, social and digital strategies have become a critical component for the modern partnership. By adding Hookit's unparalleled expertise in sponsorship performance tracking across social and digital media, Core has dramatically enhanced the capabilities of its already market-leading sponsorship management platform, serving buyers and sellers. We aimed to track all of the top college athletes on social media. To do that, we pulled into our system any athlete that had at least 10,000 followers on any one social media platform or over 50,000 followers total combined across their social media accounts. For this analysis, we tracked nearly 1,000 college athletes. Yes, that is just a fraction of the nearly 500,000 college athletes according to the NCAA, but these are the top of the top when it comes to college athletes on social media and the ones driving the majority of fan engagement as well as sponsorship value. Of these top athletes, nearly 1/3 play college basketball and 1/4 play college football. Other sports, where there are at least 10 athletes that fit this criteria, are track and field, gymnastics, volleyball, softball, baseball, soccer, and golf. There are a handful of breakout stars across many other sports as well, including wrestling, swimming and diving, tennis, ice hockey, field hockey, lacrosse, cheerleading, and crew. When I speak to generalizations about sports going forward, I'll only be including the sports where at least 10 athletes have met our tracking criteria described earlier. The date range that this data covers is this school year, so August 1st, 2021 through the middle of March Madness, March 29th, 2022. Let's dive in. 12 college athletes have generated at least 100 million fan engagements so far this season. When I talk about fan engagement, that includes likes, comments, shares, and video views on any post by that athlete on their social media accounts. Of those 12, 7 play basketball, 2 play soccer, 2 play American football, and 1 is a gymnast. 3 of the top 5 college athletes by fan engagement are female, led by LSU gymnast Olivia Dunn, Oregon basketball forward Sedona Prince, and UCLA soccer player Kyla Novak. By sport, gymnasts have the highest average number of followers with 350,000, led by the aforementioned Olivia Dunn at 6.8 million. However, the athletes in softball, baseball, and soccer are growing their followings the fastest, each with over 10% growth rate, nearly double the average of 5.7% of the athletes in the other sports. On average, these top athletes are posting 2 to 3 times per week, but the top athletes in baseball and golf are much less active, only posting about 2 times a month. When it comes to creating value for brand partners, as the old saying goes, consistency is key. The baseball and golf athletes who aren't posting as often aren't generating the consistent fan engagement or sponsorship value for brand partners. In contrast, soccer players and gymnasts, who average the most posts, have the highest average sponsorship value generated for brand partners. The takeaway? Make sure the partner that you work with is active on social media and has an engaged fan base. So which brands are getting value? There have been 14,000 branded posts by these top college athletes this year, which means that 31% of posts include some form of brand logo, tag, or mention. Apparel brands are the most common brands promoted, with the fashion and luxury sector and the sporting goods and apparel sector accounting for the most brands promoted by these college athletes. Other industries with over 40 brands promoted include retail, restaurants, food, beverage, and automotive brands. When it comes to sponsorship value, the sporting goods and apparel category is far and away the winner. From those 14,000 branded posts, they've averaged about $1.4 thousand in sponsorship value per post, totaling over $20 million in AAV. Nike and Adidas received 46% of that total value. The sporting goods and apparel sector received 12 of that $20 million in sponsorship value, 60% of the total. Only 6 brands have received at least $500,000 in sponsorship value this school year from these athletes. Those top brands are Nike, Adidas, up-and-coming sporting goods maker Vuori, fintech platform Cash App, Under Armour, Wish, the past jersey patch partner of the LA Lakers, and Taco Bell. The way these top brands received their value were quite different. Nike, Adidas, and Under Armour each were promoted in at least 1,400 posts. In contrast, Vuori, Cash App, Wish, and Taco Bell all had less than 20 total posts about each of their brands. Vuori partnered with top female athlete Olivia Dunn to promote their luxury workout apparel. Cash App asked 4 of the highest profile stars across college sports, including Alabama quarterback Bryce Young and UConn basketball phenom Paige Beckers, to post 2 to 4 times promoting their product announcement that anyone aged 13 plus could now start using the app. This campaign from Cash App featured a cash giveaway, driving even more engagement with the posts. Averaging 60% promotion quality, Vuori and Cash App, with a few select partners, had among the highest average promotion quality scores for all brands promoted by these top college athletes. The posts promoting these brands typically included a direct mention of the brand that linked to the brand's owned social media page, as well as a brand logo in the image or video, especially in Vuori's case, on the apparel they make. In contrast, sporting goods giants Nike, Adidas, and Under Armour averaged just 10 to 15% promotion quality on posts promoting these brands. Only 1 to 2% of the posts that generated value for these brands contained a branded tag or mention, instead mainly benefiting from the logo exposure through their university and athletic team partnerships. The main takeaway here? Find a few key partners for your brand and activate them in a way that resonates with their followers and fits in with the kind of content they publish. This can drive major results for your brand. Next, let's look into where this value is coming from. To start, let's talk about the platforms. The main 3 platforms used by these top college athletes are Twitter with 19,000 posts, TikTok with 14,000 posts, and Instagram with 12,000 posts. Facebook and YouTube each had less than 500 posts total by these athletes this school year. Even though Twitter had over 40% of the posts happen on that platform, TikTok is where 95% of the fan engagement happened. These athletes racked up over 4.5 billion views on videos posted to TikTok. That's 60 times more than the other platforms combined. Instagram is the platform with the second most engagement at just over 4%. This massive gap in engagement on the platforms exists across genders and sports generally. Male athletes see slightly higher average engagement per post on TikTok than female athletes do on the platform, but both see 15 times more engagement per post on TikTok than Instagram. Looking at sports, soccer, football, baseball, softball, basketball, and gymnastics athletes see 15 to 56 times more engagement per post on TikTok than Instagram. Some sports where Instagram is relatively on par with TikTok are wrestling, golf, and ice hockey. When it comes to platform strategy, one thing to look out for as a sports marketer working with college athletes is the prevalence of using trending hashtags to drive views for content. Quick summary, on TikTok, the algorithm shows users content that is similar to content they've watched and engaged with in the past. One way it does this is through the hashtags on the video post. Content creators have taken to including these branded hashtags in content completely unrelated to the brand in order to drive additional views. Now, this can be a totally fine way for your ambassador to reach and engage a new audience. However, the challenge can be if they unknowingly use a competitor's branded hashtag. For example, Vuori's main ambassador, gymnast Olivia Dunn, posted once using the hashtag #NeverStopExploring, a branded tag for The North Face, another sports apparel company. This post generated nearly 3 million interactions and video views, creating value for The North Face. The content had no promotion for The North Face, but clicking through the hashtag takes a viewer to many North Face videos and related content. Not the outcome Vuori's sports and brand marketing team would want from their brand ambassador. So how do you factor platform strategy into your overall sponsorship strategy and brand marketing goals? One key thing to keep in mind is the audience that you're reaching with each partner. For these college athletes that are excellent on TikTok, they're likely reaching a younger audience than most established professional stars. So be sure to tailor your message and campaigns to this. What do these athletes talk about? What do their followers care about? Let's dive into the topics these athletes are posting about and see what their fans are engaging with. The topic with the most posts by these athletes was mental health, with over 2,400 posts related to this topic and 83 million interactions on those posts. The next most popular non-sport topic were body positivity, with over 500 posts, followed by family, gender equality, and LGBTQ, each receiving over 100 posts each. Topics can be very useful when searching for which athlete to partner with. One of the biggest criteria that we hear from brands when looking for new partners is brand fit. These days, every brand has to stand for something, and the ideal partners will share and echo those values of the brand. That's where topics comes into play. For example, 14 of these athletes posted about sustainability or climate change. 3 of them had an engagement rate of over 10% on those posts, suggesting their followers are also passionate about the topic. This can be a great way for brands to engage in the conversation about a specific point of interest or company value. So what are the major takeaways for a brand looking to partner with college athletes? Here are a few things to keep in mind. Value can be found across a variety of sports, from your traditional football and basketball stars to gymnasts, soccer players, and beyond. When choosing a college ambassador to work with, make sure they are active on social media. According to Opendoors, social media posting made up over 1/3 of the compensated activation asks from brands sponsoring college athletes, more than any other category. Also, make sure that they care about the values that your brand stands for by researching the topics they post about and what their fans engage with before making any contract offers. Remember that TikTok is the major platform for most of these young athletes. Work with them to figure out how to promote your brand with their voice. It might be tempting to pile on the campaign asks when the spotlight is on, such as during March Madness or football bowl season, but remember, these athletes are students first, then athletes, then brand ambassadors. Yes, these major moments can maximize fan engagement and sponsorship value in a short period, but consistency throughout the year, like Vuori's partnership with Olivia Dunn, can pay off over the long term. Finally, remember that being a brand ambassador is new for these college athletes, so there may be more upfront work to teach them how to promote your brand in the best way. Again, I'm Roger Brim, and from all of us at Hookit and Core Software, thanks for watching, and be sure to check out some of the other Insights videos on the Hookit blog. Reach out to us at insights@hookit.com if you have any follow-up questions about the data or insights in this video.